Mass shooting in Memphis at a block party with AKs by black American gang members. And the mainstream media covers it all up because it doesn't involve an AR or white people.
Same thing. NBC, 2 dead, 6 injured. Here's CBS News, 2 dead, 6 others wounded in Memphis block party. They're all calling block party.
Thank you, Langley Outdoor Academy.
Doesn't this seem to have all the earmarks of a wet dream for a gun control push? Maybe I have a clip for you from the actual chief of police here, or the spokeswoman for the police in Memphis. Maybe there's something else that they aren't. Maybe there's a reason they're not covering it. Let's check it out.
This was a block party in the Orange Mound Park that was occurring, as far as we know, without a permit.
Ooh.
There were approximately 200 to 300 people in attendance at this event.
See, now that's where it gets real weird, people. And I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm going to need your help in the comments because something doesn't seem right. You've got underage attendees. You've got verified visually and audio from ARs and Glock switches and multiple shooters.
AKs, not
All
ARs.
the hallmarks of a mass shooting are there. 2 dead, 6 injured, and yet not a peep. Maybe it has something to do with it was an impromptu block party that had no permit for the block party.
Oh yeah, that's it.
People who were probably doing other things that they probably shouldn't have been doing, like dancing around with ARs pointing in the air,
AKs.
like on the internet. And then maybe it also had something to do with this, where they also shut down the road and were doing this from the first clip again. Is that weird that they wouldn't call this a mass shooting? Okay, drop the sarcasm. Of course it's not weird. They are hiding these types of things from people because it undermines their narrative. You had 200 or 300 people who looked like they were underage in an area where they blocked out the street and they were cutting donuts in the middle of the street, and then they were having a block party, which was not permitted and not allowed.
Looked like a schoolyard.
Literally shutting down street corners, and then shooting started happening where people were literally dancing with ARs and pumping them into the air.
Looked like AKs to
you
me.
had Glock switches, underage rifles, and you had multiple shooters. They're saying 2 shooters. If you guys think that's 2 shooters, you let me know. But the reason that I'm doing this video, I don't want any of this to happen. I want this to never happen in our country. This should never happen in our country. But the idea that the gun controllers who make our lives a living hell, whenever something pops
cover up another mass
shooting
shooting in a black neighborhood.
Super Bowl shooting,
They hate black
all
people.
of a sudden this got memory hold before it even became a thing, before you even knew about it. Isn't that weird? No, just something I thought I'd throw out your way. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm Braden. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in
Thank
the
you,
gun world,
Braden.
but also how we're going to fix it together. And the content that I'm going to show you tonight is a little peculiar to me. There's been a mass shooting of which you have heard nothing about. The media has done nothing about it. The gun controllers have done nothing about it. And it happened 24 hours ago. It happened in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm about to lay out everything because I believe we have some footage from this, and you tell me at which point it kind of goes off the rails for the gun control point, and it highlights the fact that this is not about safety, as the gun controllers would say. This is about their power and picking and choosing cases of which suit their narrative, because this one doesn't help a whole lot. Everything that I've got for you is going to be linked in the description box below. I cannot wait to hear what you guys think about this one, and please send this one out so you can show the hypocrisy of these people, because this is how we beat them. Expose them for what they are, manipulative. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn that notification bell on. We are distributing freedom twice daily, and we'd love to have you along for the ride, and thank you for that consideration. And this content today is brought to you by Straight Arrow News. Now, Straight Arrow News has a podcast called Troops Deployed on Lines. We've got established battlefields.
Just reporting the news.
By Straight Arrow News has got your six. It's going to tell you all the inside stuff from the first offenders. And it's hosted by Ryan Robertson, something you should want to check out. There's a link in the description box below, and honestly, I'm going to play something for you in the comments field when something starts to go awry, because this was a genuine mass shooting. We're going to go through and do all the check boxes together. Watch this. Let me show you what happened, and then I'll show you the media's reaction here.
It's a schoolyard. Basketball court. Sounds like AKs to me. feel so bad for people. What the hell is wrong with people?
Okay, so I have a question for you. That just happened in Memphis, Tennessee. 2 were killed, 6 to 10 were injured. That's a mass shooting by the left's checkboxes and the gun control's checkboxes. Why are they not screaming about it? Just from audio, I could tell you there were multiple shooters there. There was a Glock switch involved towards the end of that clip, and there was multiple different concussions for different types of weapons that were present. Why is the media not all over this? Why are the gun controllers not all over this? You just heard pistols, you heard Glock switches, and yet you probably didn't even know about this. In fact, let's dive a little deeper. I'm sure we can ascertain some more information from another clip of the same party, as they would call it. Maybe there's something we missed. Let's check this out. Let's see. Girl, y'all, they crying.
Look.
What are those things those guys are for the world? So now we've got ARs confirmed through audio and visual, and you don't hear a peep from the It's the Effing Guns crowd. You don't hear the Davy Hogs, Every Time for Gun Safety, Moms Man Action. You don't hear a peep. Media, boop, didn't happen. In fact, let's look at this in a little slow motion. See if we really saw what we thought we saw. Yeah, we did. Okay. I'm sure it's top filming this video, which was 7:30 at night on the 21st of April.
Nothing in
It's
Google.
not in the top stories. Well, that's weird because every time there's a mass shooting, it's the top stories for like 4 or 5 days, and everything's our fault and everything's gun rights' fault. And if the guns didn't exist, this wouldn't happen. But then if you go to more news, it doesn't even show up. Colorado did some house passing. The female college student fights back. 5 Maryland teens were shot, 1 critically injured. That's weird. It doesn't say anything about a mass shooting in Memphis, Tennessee. So maybe it doesn't exist. Well, no, that's not it, because it does exist. This is CNN. There's the timestamp. 2 killed, 6 injured in a block party.
Block party.
In a second. Here's ABC, which, by the way, every town reposted it. So did Moms Man Action. Giffords.org is silent. March for Our Lives, I didn't see anything. All they did was repost it. There is no flurry of nonstop gun control requests and effing guns
From
and
Democrat.
and profanity-laden tirades on Twitter. Is that weird to anyone else? Okay, let's continue. Maybe there's something else that we're missing. Here's
Yeah,
ABC.
color of the skin. They don't
That's
give a
what they
crap
did
about
too.
black
Same
Americans
thing.
killing each other.
NBC, 2 dead, 6 injured. Here's CBS News, 2 dead, 6 others wounded in Memphis block party. They're all calling block party, and they all just kind of brushed it under the rug. Doesn't this seem to...
Why do they all use the
all
same
earmarks
terminology
of a
at the
wet
same
dream for a
time?
gun control push? Maybe I have a clip for you from the actual chief of police here, or the spokeswoman for the police in Memphis. Maybe there's something else that they aren't... Maybe there's a reason they're not covering it. Let's check it out.
This was a block party in the Orange Mound Park that was occurring, as far as we know, without a permit.
Ooh, that's the
There were
reason.
approximately 200 to 300 people in attendance at this event.
See, now that's where it gets real weird, people. And I'm
Block
gonna wrap
party.
this up, and I'm gonna need your help in the comments because something doesn't seem right. You've got underage attendees. You've got verified visually and audio from ARs and Glock switches and multiple shooters. All the hallmarks of a mass shooting are there. 2 dead, 6 injured, and yet not a peep. Maybe it has something to do with it was an impromptu block party that had no permit for the block party, with a bunch of people who were probably doing other things that they probably shouldn't have been doing, like dancing around with ARs pointing in the air like they've seen on, like, you know, the internet. And then maybe it also had something to do with this, where they also shut down the road and were doing this from the first clip again.
I was in a basketball court. All right,
Is that weird
enough.
that they wouldn't
Democrats
call us mass
covering
shooting?
up another mass
Okay,
shooting.
drop the sarcasm.
Alright.
Of course it's not weird. They are
Murder
hiding
black
these types of
Americans.
things from people because it undermines
Democrats
their
are
narrative.
evil. Media
You had
is
2
evil.
or